Morning, YouTube. This is part 3 of this MST CFX-WS DC1. Man, it's a mouthful there. Basically, just a discovery, but close, not done yet. Adding some body trim. Color, I know, is not going to look right on this camera, phone, whatever you want to say, but it's getting pretty close. Still a lot to do. And let me explain. Now, the problem I'm having today or this week has been the windshield or the window decals. And man, they've been a nightmare, but I've got a remedy for that. They say it looks kind of crappy. That one does too. That's the toughest one to get on right there. Wraps around. But I think what I'm going to do is wind up doing this one the way I did the Scout, which is, let me explain. These window decals are all one piece. It's not just the trim. It is the trim and a clear slot for the window. So what I'm going to wind up doing is probably coming in and cutting it out again around here, pulling all the clear off on all of them around, especially the back. I don't want to show the back because the back is horrible. I don't know why it went on like it did, but it just turned out terrible. But that's the plan, and that'll leave the trim, if you can see the trim on it, and should still look pretty decent, but coming along really well. This has been a really fun kit to build, and man, I tell you, there's a few more things to do to it. There are the wipers that have to go on the front and the rear, and then there's actual plastic trim that has to be cut, laid in, little piece here, piece on this door, piece on this door to the rear fender, and that's, man, it's really going to make it pop. Now, there's a decal for that also, but I'm going to opt and put the actual plastic trim on there just to give it a little pop, you know. And yeah, so far so good. Now, the only major change that I made on this was as far as the fender flares go. Now, there are decals for the fender flares, but I didn't want to take a chance of putting a fender flare decal on there and it rolling or starting to peel back. So I just masked off the entire body, which was a huge mistake. So I've done nothing but clean up since, and shot these with a Lexan paint from the outside. So it's a little glossy. Didn't turn out like I wanted it to, but it's still going to be just fine. But one other piece, or pieces, I should say, has to be dealt with as far as this goes, and let me explain. I'd said in the other video that I wanted to try to do an interior for this truck, and a good friend of mine found the file, or found the files, 41 files. 41 files for the interior of this truck. Wow. Now it's all putting it together and deciding on paint colors, things like that. Here's a door panel. The detail's really nice, and there's going to be a lot of detail and accent painting, you know, it has to be done. I mean, and some of this stuff still needs to be cleaned up, so don't hold that against me. Like some of the around here, you see all this stuff's got to be cleaned up. I mean, look at this. This is part of the rear seats here, and there's a console kind of thing that goes here, and but I mean, really, man, got all kinds of room for some customization and such. But here's one of the front seats, the driver passenger side front, and I've got some plans for this after I get it all cleaned up. Two-toning the interior. The interior is going to be some sort of tan and black, and just to kind of, you know, a little pizzazz or whatever, I don't know. Killer thing is this stuff came out really nice. Now, I don't know if I'm going to take the time to try to smooth all this out. I may just put it in there because, I mean, I just say it's just an interior, but I don't know. I don't know what kind of mess we're going to get into as far as it goes, but I've been working on a couple of the other pieces here. Like this is an insert for the dash, and I'm going to sit it in place, kind of give you an idea which way we're going or which way I'm going. But man, this has been so nice. And it's going to be so, I think it's in my collection, it's going to be freaking awesome. I know it's not going to be the best one out there. There's guys that have far more skill than I've ever dreamed of having, but this is the first time I've ever taken the time to do this kind of stuff and put this kind of effort into a rig to take it to another level. But here we go. So the dash will be tan, primarily tan, and then the black accents and whatnot, and then where I can tie in the tan, like I did the shifter knob and stuff. The bezel for the shifter goes in the console with a little leather wrapped knob, shifter. Just little shit like that. It's just gonna actually, to me, it's gonna. Just wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on, and let me address that real quick. I swear I will try to make this short. Okay, so I said in the last video that I put up that this was going to be the last build, and I've had some people reach out to me, and I want to say I really appreciate it. I swear I do. You guys got to understand, I am like no good at this because I don't plan none of this. It's Sunday morning. My wife is working today, and so I thought, well, hell, let's do a quick update on this thing. And no planning, no script, no nothing, just fly by the seat of your pants kind of thing. And so here I am, and never claimed to be the best. No, I'm not the best. No, I'm definitely not try to get monetized or anything like that. But I've had some people reach out and say, hey, look, man, I enjoy this. God, man, there's much more out there that you could be watching, but I appreciate it. And so here's the deal. So it's going to be a slight rebrand, okay? Because I just think we could do something a little better. And so just look for something more to come on that. I'm not going to bore you guys to death. And just wanted to give you a quick update on the progress of this thing, and let you know that for the other stuff, I definitely hear it and I appreciate it. I do, because sometimes you feel like, or sometimes I feel like all of this is, for the lack of a better term, in vain. But I hear you and I appreciate it. I really do. It really means a lot to me that somebody may possibly learn a little something, which is highly doubtful, but enjoys this stuff, from guys that really just have a passion for the hobby and don't give a rip about being the best channel out there. We just enjoy it and want to share it with everybody. So anyway, much more to come on this. And I got a couple other, I got some other crap in here too, but I need to get to, but so I'll be updating some stuff as we go. So, but anyway, more to come on this one. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It's made my week to read the stuff I've been reading and get the comments, the messages and the emails and phone calls and things like that. It has really, it's touched me, and I greatly appreciate it. So look, guys, you take real good care. Enjoy your weekend or whatever damn day it is you're watching this, and get out there, build something, go break it and rebuild it. Yeah. Take care.